Good morning. I am up here at the X Shack, current shed, future barn, and I was going to take you on a tour first thing this morning because a lot has happened. As you can see, it's very foggy. So I initially wasn't going to show the fog, but maybe you'll like it. I love the fog. I love when it rains up here, and I love the fog. So I'm looking, we got heavy rain yesterday, not for a long period of time, but I'm looking at my driveway and I'm looking for runoff to see which direction the water is going to flow and if my house is going to flood or my crawl space. So far so good. We don't have the culverts in yet. There will be a couple of culverts to go in to drain the water, but look, on this end of the driveway, it puddled there and ran off there and down the hill. So that's fantastic. So, most of you know that this has been a long build because of supply chain problems and delays. There was a delay first on my, what's it called? Perk test. I didn't know perk test expired. Mine was expired. So there was a delay on that, and then there was a long delay on the windows. And then I think there was a little bit of delay on the metal. And then of course lumber is super expensive. So here we are in the middle of construction. I can't remember my last video. My last video, I think I had the doors and windows in and the insulation in on the inside. Now most of the siding is on and the deck is on. The deck, the top of the rail still needs a cap. So it's not completely done, and it's not completely done all the way around, but there's progress. So here we are. Now when we had talked about it, I didn't think this was going to be here. I thought it was going to start here and go down the hill. And actually, I didn't want a railing at all. The shack didn't have a railing, but I have to have a railing to pass code. And my builder said, well, we can put a railing up, and then after I'm moved in, I can do whatever I want. But you know what? I like this railing. I do like how it comes around and ends right there. I can maybe put a gate for the dogs across there. I am liking the railing. I didn't think I would. So that part will remain without a railing and just a step down to the driveway. I may put planters in front of there depending on how wide, as long as I can comfortably get vehicles through on the driveway, but it looks to me like when it's all said and done I will be able to. And then I'll put planters here, and there will be a water barrel either here or here. It sounds like the gutter spout is going to come down here, so there will be a water ring barrel there. Oh, the builder, you can't see in the fog, has leveled out much more in this area, and he's not at all happy with, I shouldn't be doing this in the fog. So the crawl space door is there, which leaves this little funky area with the dirt, with the grading. And so he's going to probably fill that door in and put the door on the bottom side under the deck, which is fine with me. I'm fine either way. But it will look more, it'll look a little better if that dippity-doo for the door is not there. So I was happy with the driveway coming down and the slope being right here, but he very much wants a flatter space for me. And so he evened that out. So this can be a little bit of a yard and a garden space maybe, where I was going to put the garden, I can't see, over in that flat. There's nothing flat here, but that flatter space. So this, I'll say this so I don't forget, this used to be an apple orchard. So there would be steep slope and then little flat areas where they used to drive through. Steep slope, flat area. And so when I talk about flat area, I'm talking about those areas where they used to drive through that still aren't completely flat, but are much flatter than, you know, say like that area. And then of course the inside hasn't changed much here. I should have opened this door before I started the video. Okay, there we go. So this is what it looks like from the inside. Again with the fog. I don't know why I'm filming now. So the deck, we had discussed it being wide because the deck on the shack was wide, but this is probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 feet wider than it was on the shack, so I'm very pleased with it. And then this corner, I hadn't imagined that this corner would be so big. That's fantastic. And then around to the front, and that's the way we just walked down. I'm loving it. So, there has been progress. And this morning, this is the view. Okay, I will probably take more video later when the sun is out and we can actually see. But in case I don't, I will see you next time. Welcome back. And just like that, the fog is clearing. It comes in here, in and out, like almost like a movie sometimes, the way it comes in and out. So, I can't see for sure. I wanted to show you this part. So you'll see where it comes down. And there's a couple old apple trees there. And then kind of a flat spot. That's what I'm talking about, how you can see that little bit of a road that goes through there. So that's how this land lays. A slope and then a flat spot, then a slope. So let's go down and take a look at things a little better now that there's light. So this, where's my finger? There, that part they made flat when they made the driveway. That's where the shed will go eventually. The shed that I'm camping in now, it'll be moved down here when the construction's done. And then this is, over the years, has been my attempt at a flower bed. The prayer flags have been the only thing that has kept the deer off my plants so far. So I have to get new prayer flags. So it stays windy up here, breezy, whatever. And so the deer, those would flap in the wind and keep the deer away, thank goodness. So I have a Japanese maple in there that doesn't do well. I don't know, wrong soil maybe. The lilac is finally trying to bloom this year. I have mint, rosemary, a variety of seeds I've tried to plant. I plant marigolds in there. I have purple coneflower next to that green bucket. The coneflower did great. I planted that last year and it did great. And I have a little one bulb, spring flower bulb that has come up, hyacinth. I've planted so many here and none ever come up. That one came up. Okay. This is where I hope to have a garden. But now that this is so flat, maybe I will have a garden here. I don't know. We'll see. This is the crawl space entrance I was telling you about, and the problem with the dirt. And so he's talking about he's going to see if he can get that, the builder's going to see if he can get that moved around to the back side and fill that in, as, you know, flatter like this, at a flatter slope. Okay, let me go show you the deck now that it's not foggy. I am so amazed every time I see this corner. I'm not good spatially, so I really didn't expect this corner to be this big. So this is awesome. So this is my deck. It's supposed to rain today. It's supposed to rain today and tomorrow off and on. I think it's like 50 to 70% over the 2 days. So, there we go. It's the living room windows. And the bedroom. And the rail will all go all the way around up to my bedroom. There won't be any stairs going down that side. Okay. There you go without the fog.